All right, so let's start at 37 in the second movement, right? 3/4 starts. 1, 2, 3. Good, good. So 3/4. So most of these, pretty much all classical music, right, is based on like popular dances or dance forms and stuff. So 3/4. So we've got a waltz here. So what you want to make sure that we're feeling is that, you know, it's always our job to make people want to dance. So the drummer's jobs, right? So you want to really make sure that you're feeling that you're playing this beautiful waltz groove, so that this melody on top of it, that really has a place to sit on top of this. So even though this is a very technically complicated excerpt because of all the grace notes, if you think of it more like if you're playing jazz and you're just putting little diddles into it and little fills into it, it's more like that. So what's really important is that you have this that is what's coming through, and the other stuff is just colors. It's just coloring up. It's part of like the that it's really just adding, but it can't ever get in the way of the pocket. The pocket's what's most important. Yep. All right. So let's start one more time and really think about: if it doesn't make you want to dance, it's not going to make them want to dance. So you got to make the clarinet that's playing the melody feel like she can dance on top of you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice. That's great. Good. Let's go to the next excerpt. And what really would be great is when you're playing this, what are you thinking in your head?
The waltz feeling.
Waltz feeling. Okay. Yeah. So what are you counting? Are you saying something? Are you listening to the sound of the drum?
I think I have a melody in my head.
Good. So that's what you want to be doing. So ideally, you spend so much time in the practice room. You practice all your excerpts and you practice your 4/4 cross over and over again, so that the technical aspect is a given. You know that that's going to happen. So what you don't want to do, the way you can trip yourselves up, is if you're listening for flam, rough, 4. But you don't want to even think about that. What you just want to be doing is singing the melody in your head and playing along, like you're just playing underneath it. So it's like I was saying yesterday, it's like if you were playing a Led Zeppelin tune or Beatles tune, you're not like thinking 1 and 2 and 3, but you're thinking you're thinking a melody, right? So what you want to be doing the exact same thing here. So once you start playing, you're just singing the song in your head, and then you're playing along with the tune, and it's more fun, and it also will infuse this snare drum part with all of the melody that's happening in front of you, and that's ideally what you want to do. You want to be playing so much that the clarinetist feels like she's getting her melody from you, and that the conductor can just sit back and smile and relax, because you are really the conductor for this section. So let's start with this pickups into 43. So and I want to hear, it's a dynamic shift, but it's really a color change because it's an orchestrational shift. So realize that before you're playing with the low woodwinds, and then there's this on a demi there's an orchestrational shift, and all of a sudden there's the piano and the harp and all these other colors coming on top of you. So you have to also reflect that change with what you're playing. Okay, great. So let's pick it up. So 2 for nothing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Na na na. Great. Good. Let's jump to the end of the piece. 111, I believe it is. And let's get that. Let's get to that then. So, start right on that. One, two, three. Okay, good, good. Really, 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 really good. So, this is another case where the whole orchestra is playing these 8th notes or these 16th notes along with you. So there's two levels. There's this there's that groove going on, and then there's a there's two grooves happening, right? There's this quarter note pulse one and this half note pulse one. And what you need to do is you need to actually reflect both. It's like if you're playing kit and you're playing doom chat, but you're also going so you got to have both of those feels happening at the same time. And you are absolutely, you are driving this train home. Everyone else is playing, but what you are doing, you will affect the character and the pocket of the whole group, okay? So, it has to be so confident. What you're playing right now is absolutely correct and really good feel and really good sound. But what I need to do is feel like you're going, here it is, listen to me, here it is. Play with me, you're going to get left behind, that kind of a feeling. So, like, you're like so nice and relaxed and cool, but you need to get up in it a little bit. So, and have a lot of drive. So that people are like, they can't help but play along, okay? So one more time, right there. I want you to count it in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's good. It's good. It's better. But even like these things, instead of, don't think of these before, right? The small notes, the grace notes, they were flourishes. This is part of the groove. So it's not ba with ba but it's ba bum ba. You know, you got to think of that as part of that driving rhythm. So it's not just. It can't just be an afterthought. You've got to have as much presence as the accents as well. So one more time, and when you count yourself in, count. You're not just counting yourself. You're counting the whole band in. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's that kind of an attitude. Right? It's not corny like that, but you got to have that kind of guts behind it. So hear that part in your head. Hear the music right before you come in, and be and count yourself into play to the end.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, man. Excellent. Excellent. Really good.